Hi guys, welcome to 2023 with TNT. Today we are doing life lessons that we learned in 2022. Join us in this conversation. So Tabi, we're in the new year, and usually when we say new year is new year, new me, things that, we have gone through past years, what we have done, what we have not done. So what are some of the lessons that you learned in 2022?
Okay, so first of all, I just want to say that 2022 was hard. Hey, Maze, mi kwangu 2022 was like the toughest year. I don't think that I've had any year that was as tough as 2022. But okay, as they say, challenges also come with a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
And I would say that what I've learned in 2022, first of all, I've learned that it's always good to know what you want and go for it. Like, limit compromise.
Yeah.
Because most of the time we really compromise on the things we want, and then we later on we cry why we never got whatever we wanted. But in the end, it was because you really compromised so much that you lost yourself in the compromise. Let me say something like that. So for me, life-wise, the things I wanted, relationship-wise, anything I want, I focus on that, and I go for that. They say aim for the stars, and you may land in the moon or something like that. At least aim higher. So my aim this year, my aim in 2022, not this year, but my aim in 2022 was really just go for what you want. And I tried not to compromise, though ningumu, but I did. And I realized also that even with the people who are around us and the people that we interact with also, that if you compromise so much, they really take you for granted most of the time.
Yes, that's true.
But when you put your foot down and you show them that this is who I am and this is what I want, then of course the ones who can offer whatever you want stay, and the ones who cannot then leave. And really, you've lost nothing by just being authentic and being who you are. So that's one of the lessons. And maybe as we move on, you could tell us what you...
For me, for 2022, the life lessons that I learned was, know your friends.
Mm-hmm.
Know your friends, because like you said, for you it was a tough month. It was also a tough month, a tough year. It was also a tough year for me, because that is the year that so many things were happening. The good things, excuse me, the good things that happened. For me, it was a good year, able to, for us to move as TNT, we were able to move forward. When we started, we were like, oh, we need to move from 200 to 250. Now we are almost 300. Those are good things. We were able to get a source of income. Those were also a good thing. Also do get a place where I was passionate and doing what I love to do. It was also a good thing also for me. But the life lesson that I learned was, know your friends. Know who are your friends. Because when you know who your friends are, you'll not trust everybody.
No.
You'll not talk to everybody. You'll not share everything that you're going through, your issues, your problems with everybody. You'll know that I can tell Tabi this and Tabi will give it. I can tell Tabi my issues and Tabi will be there. I can tell Tabi, what I'm going through, and Tabi will not, condemn me or convict me or condemn me per se or judge me per se, but she will listen to me and understand me and guide me as best as she can, or just be there and listen. So that was something that I learned, because you end up trusting people, and the same people you trust are the same people that will, they'll be the first people to, what is it called? Wakudunge, they'll backstab you, and they're like, but I thought we were friends. I thought we were going through the same route. I thought we were going the same path. So that is one of the lessons that I've learned. And also the lesson that I've learned is don't take anything for granted. Don't take the opportunity or the opportunity that you have been given or the opportunity that you have been provided for granted, because sometimes those opportunities just comes once in a lifetime. And if you don't use it, if you don't maximize it, you will lose it. You will lose that opportunity, and then you will not blame anyone, because God has already given you opportunity. And always, our bishop keeps on saying that, preparation. I think it's preparation and preparations.
Miss opportunity. Like when you prepare, then when opportunity comes, it becomes a blessing.
Yes. So when you don't prepare for that opportunity, and then it happens, this is an opportunity that you've been given. You miss it.
You miss it, true.
You miss it, and then you keep on blaming God. Oh, why God? Why are you looking for why are you blessing somebody else and you're not blessing me? Why is this happening to somebody else and
not me?
Exactly. So that is one of the lessons that I've learned. Don't ever take any opportunity that you're given, that you have been given, for granted.
What I hear you say is that when you talk about friendships, I think also that's a common thing that I also feel that we, I've also learned that sometimes also you don't need to be, you don't need to please the whole community. Like really, what you need is you just need a circle that you can trust, a circle that you can move forward with, a circle that can stand with you, and especially in times when you need those people to stand with you. Because so I think in 2022 has taught us so much that sometimes you might have a very big number, people around you and all that, and in your mind, you say, okay, I have friends and all that time, and then when you need those friends, you realize, okay, wait a minute.
Hakuna motu.
No one is there. Like, guys, where are you? I need you at this moment. So I think that's something that is very important, and I also feel like we should learn that. Just the way Tracy is saying. When you know your friends and you know your friends per se, and keep a tight-knit circle that you can move forward in case you need to move forward. And then something else that I also learned in 2022, I learned about the faithfulness of God, Tracy. Yes. In 2022, that's the year that I just learned that God does not only say that He is faithful, He is truly faithful. Because if He wasn't, for me, I feel like if God wasn't on my side in 2022, maybe, I don't know. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you're going through. The things that are just constant. Tracy, the bills that need to be paid. Even the small.
Have to take care of yourself.
You have to take care of yourself. You are not going to look like you're beaten just because you are going through stuff. You have to take care of yourself. You have to do 1, 2, 3 things. But I saw God, come through for me in all these things. The small things and the big things. I just realized that I can pray, and it's not like it's easy. Kuna ile time when you have, at least you have, But this is like in 2022 is the year that I felt like, there's a difference when you pray, when you don't have completely, and when you know that at the end of this month or at the end of the week, I'm expecting something. Sure. Those kind of prayers are different kind of prayers, So sometimes we might say, okay, we trust God in situations, and maybe we trust God because we know at the end of the month, at the end of the year, I have something. So it's not like trusting God per se. Like in your mind, it's coming. Like it's coming.
Thank you, Jesus. And then you put your mind.
Your mind is there. It's not even in God. It's like, I know it's coming. You understand? But when like, I'm not expecting anything, but I'm expecting this from God. He knows that I have a need, and I can pray to Him. So for me, like entirely, Tracy, me, Neilantwile, going to God like entirely. And then I saw Him guiding me. Like my provision came in different ways, Tracy.
And Jehovah Jireh.
And I learned that I can trust Him. And you see, sometimes when you go through situations, it's not just mostly for you. It's also for people who are coming maybe later on. The people we are going to meet. When they're going through the same thing, you'd be there and tell them, listen.
And encourage them.
Yeah, you can encourage them and tell them, listen, I went through worse than yours and God provided, so you can trust him. You understand? But if you never went through the same thing, like, it's hard to even encourage someone who is going through anything like that. So for me, really, I'll say the faithfulness of God. This God that we serve, he's faithful, he's God, he's everywhere, he's just the best. But you see, these are sometimes also seasons that I go through, and then later on things come and you'll be like, listen, I was somewhere mpaka sasa sikuwa najua kama I'll make it, but right now I'm here. And you go back to God and give him the glory because unajua pale amekutoa.
That is true. And also, the life lesson that I learned was, for me, 2022 also is basically be grateful.
Yeah, being grateful.
Be grateful. Be grateful for everything. We take that word of God that, in all things, give thanks. We take that for granted. But when you realize that in every situation God is there, you'll be grateful.
Yeah, it's true.
You'll be grateful for grateful for the challenges that you went through. You'll be grateful for the situations. You'll be grateful for the favor that he gave you. You'll be grateful for the grace. And you'll also be grateful for the good health.
Yeah, it's true.
Because, in 2022, so many people have passed on. Some people have left us, And when you look back, you're like, I'm not done. I'm not, I'm not even worthy to be here. But God has made it. God has still seen it possible for me to be here by his grace, by his mercy. And I was like, when I look back, I'm like, yes, I am grateful. For this far, I'm grateful. God has enabled me to see this far. It's not because of what I have
and
done.
Sometimes also, by the way, Tracy, sometimes when we are talking about being grateful, sometimes we look at our situations, and sometimes maybe my problem is just finances. You're in good health, you have a house, you have clothes on your back, there's always a reason to just be grateful. The way you were saying, there's always a reason to be grateful. So being grateful is one of them. And also be grateful to the people that are around you. The people that are around you. Thank the people that are around you. Also, it's not because it's not always it's not always that you have people who stand by you. Exactly. Not always. Always. I've also learned in 2022 to be strong. Hold on. The people unapata mtu ana go through something, and then the next thing they think about is, I'm alone. Depression starts, because if you don't stay strong, first of all utaanza kuwa stress, depression ianze kuingia, uanze kuona why am I living no more, nini. The next thing you may commit whatever. So it's always, no matter what you're going through, be strong and stay hopeful, because it is the hope that will make you want to wake up the next day. So staying strong, that's something that I've learned in 2022, because life is not a straight line. Life itakuja tu ikiwa straight, kuna bumps, and maybe today your problem will be money, maybe the next time your problem will not be money, itakuwa something else. So if you always despair when it comes to problem, then of course the Bible says that your strength is small. So it's always good, be strong. Expect unexpected. We don't know what's going to come next. Today uko sawa, kesho maybe hiyo pesa utapatikana, maybe there's something else coming on. So keep trusting God, stay hopeful, and be strong. These are the lessons maybe I'll say that have kept me going in 2022, and I've learned this last year. Okay, and as we close, for me, the last point that I've learned is being open-minded. When you're open-minded, you accept advices, you accept things that are thrown at you. Like you're open to thinking, or you're open to challenges that you may think that, this one, I cannot go through this. I will not be able to go through this. In that mindset that you are always like, I can't move step C until I move to step B. But basically from A to C, you can still move. It's true. So I learned that in 2022, you need to be open-minded. And those are the lessons that we learned. Me and Tabby, I hope they have, been some of the lessons that you have learned. If you have any lessons that you want to tell us, to share with us, the lessons that you learned in last year, because we're in the new year, 2023, I hope this year will be a beautiful year for us. I hope this year will be a wonderful year for TNT. I hope we grow again. Amen. We grow. Amen. And we'll continue to share our stories, we'll continue to share our journeys, our topics.
I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have liked this episode, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? It's absolutely free. And share this with your friends, with your colleagues, with your family members, and also comment. What are some of the lessons that you have learned in 2022? Hey, 2023. Life lessons that you have learned in 2022. Bye, guys. We'll see you in the next.
Bye.